Welcome back to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate. It does it with Barb Schlinker. She's the host of the program. She's also the owner of Your Home Sold, Guaranteed Realty. Now, Barb, one of the biggest challenges for home sellers is that classic real estate catch-22, having a house to sell before they buy their next home. So, Barb Schlinker, how do homeowners get the highest price when selling their home and know that their home is sold?
Richard, this is the classic, what they call catch-22 in real estate, where you have a house to sell. You need to sell your home in order to purchase your next home. And so therefore, you're kind of stuck because a lot of home sellers won't accept an offer contingent on your home selling unless it's already under contract, or if they don't have any other choices. Let me tell you a story. I have a listing right now where we'd been on the market a while. We weren't getting any offers. And then finally we got this an okay offer contingent on this person selling their home that was on the market, but not under contract yet. And so we have a negotiation that we deploy for that, where we protect the seller so that we don't have to repel other buyers, just in case another buyer comes along and they don't have a house to sell. We'll give buyer number one a chance to remove their contingency. And if they can't, then buyer number two kicks in. And that does not happen very often. I will just say that. But of course, it happened to me this past week. And it was exciting, but then again, scary. So we took the buyer number two in backup. What that means is if buyer number one fails, buyer number two gets the house. Then we go to buyer number one and we go, okay, clock is ticking. You have so much time to remove your sale contingency. If you cannot, buyer number two gets the house. And that was already pre-agreed to in the first agreement. Well, within hours, of course, it's on a Friday night. Within hours of the time expiring, buyer number one somehow magically removed their sale contingency and said, "Oh, hey, we're going to get a small loan and we can come up with a difference in cash." Now, initially, this buyer was presented to me as if they could not get a loan without selling their home, which was paid for. But now it's different. So it kind of put it in doubt. And we had to start asking some really hard questions about, all right, you say you can remove your contingency, but show me the money. And so we basically put that buyer number one through a couple of more hoop jumps to prove that they could do that. And there are investors out there that will come in and loan you money on your current equity so you can buy your next home without a sale contingency. Did you know that, Richard?
I did not know that, but that is something, and that's the kind of thing you get from experience. I don't think anybody who sells a home or two per year or just got their real estate license would know about things like that.
Yeah, it was really exciting. Unfortunately, my seller he likes all this finance stuff. He's really into it. So he's enjoying it. I'm stressing out. I'm like, I got to make sure I don't sell this house twice and make a mistake. So, but we got it worked out. As it stands right now, buyer number one is going to get the house. So occasionally those things can be worked out, but you have to make sure you hire the agent that knows how to put provisions in place that protect the home seller and prevent other buyers from making offers if it could be available. But if your home's already under contract, that's a completely different situation. That situation is that, okay, your home has got a contract. It's marching along towards a closing table. Maybe it's worth taking a risk. Most buyers, when they make an offer on a property, they have like 8 different ways they could back out and get their earnest money back. No harm, no foul. They don't like their loan. They don't like title. They don't like the inspection. They don't get their loan approved. All these different ways are ways that buyers could back out. And that whole process normally takes about 3 weeks. So it's okay to take that risk, in my view, if your home is already under contract. And then the other dilemma I see with a lot of home sellers is they want to sell, but they don't have a destination lined up, and they're very afraid of being homeless. Would that worry you, Richard?
I'd be concerned about that. Yes, of course.
Yeah. So what we find is most people that are going to buy another home have, before they even talk to me, they're already shopping for another home. They've already kind of made the decision on where they're going, right? Or they have some alternate way of having a place to stay until they do find another home. So that's one thing I do recommend, is getting your destination lined up if possible. If you have to make a contingent offer, it is the most risky, because more than likely, if you cannot sell your home, you might lose that house. There are special financing programs out there. I've seen some people take home equity lines of credit and actually borrow against the equity in their home, and then go buy their next home. Now they have to qualify for both of these payments to do that, but it's a way to do that without refinancing. So there's lots of ways out there to do it. I've even seen some tech company investors that are willing to do it. Like I was in the story I just recently told, it was a company called Homelight that does that. And they basically charge about 2.5% on the money that you're borrowing out of your house. And then, when you sell your home, they get paid back. And I was asking this investor client of mine, I'm like, so is that a lot of money? He goes, yeah, think about it. They're making 25% on their money. I'd love to do that all day. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that makes sense to me. But we have different programs out there that can make that happen. My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Barb has the buyer's team. I'm also the host of the show, Your Real Estate Voice. And we're talking about, when you're selling your home, how to get the highest price. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about our different options that we have with cash investors, etc. Richard?
You are listening to Your Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. You can always reach her at 719-301-3900. Again, that's 719-301-3900. And we're talking with Barb about how sellers can trade up to a new home. So, Barb, what are some other things that a seller can do if they need to sell a house before they buy their next home?
Well, you can call us because we can help you do that. Did you know that we actually have 64 high net worth cash investors that will come in and they will pay cash for your home? They charge a fee that's very much like a commission for this service. They take it as is, and you get to pick your closing date. And it's kind of like the easy button for real estate. And it's actually a trend that's getting bigger and bigger, that people will actually give up a percentage of their equity just to have to not deal with getting their homes ready for sale. We have over 27,511 buyers in our database of buyers and waiting. And those buyers typically are looking to pay full market value. They're just trying to get into a home. So we have all different ways to create demand, not just cash buyers, but live in your home buyers, in order to make this happen. And I do it week after week. I help home sellers get top dollar. It's all about them, pricing it right, getting the home ready for sale properly. And you can ask any one of my sellers. I just got one this past weekend that got over 22,000 over asking price. A few weeks ago, I had one in the Northeast that got 75,000 over asking price. A week before that, I got one that got 35,000 over asking price. That is still happening right now, but you have to set the stage for that to take place, because the market's always going to gravitate to pretty close to what the real market value is, but we bump it up a little bit by creating demand. And then if you don't have to sell a home in order to perform, to buy your next home, that's actually kind of the easiest, lowest stress thing to do, because you could just go buy your next home first, which I've seen a lot of people do that. And then they'll go ahead and sell their home at their pace. And that is the most comfortable way to make the move if you can swing it. And we offer different guarantees. So let's say you're moving up to one of our listings, we can guarantee the sale of your home so you can buy that home without a sale contingency. Or you can get the best of both worlds. Like you can go ahead and get an offer from our cash investors, and we could go on the market and get you the live in your home buyers and see who gets you the most money. So that's part of what we do. We also can guarantee the sale of your buyer's home, right? 80% of the buyers out there have a house to sell. So we can, if they come to us, we can guarantee the sale of their home so they can buy your home without a sale contingency. And basically the way that works, we establish a price. You get an offer within a few days of us meeting, but we go on the market and you can still accept a higher offer from either the cash investors or the live in your home buyers. That way you get the most money. And that's part of what makes our system very unique. So if you are thinking of making a move in the next 3 to 6 months, and you'd like to talk to us about what to do, what not to do to get your house ready for sale, and we'll give you a really good idea what your home will sell for, go over all the closing costs so you know exactly how much you'll put in your pocket, give us a call at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
Barb, you and your team are the only company I would recommend to people out there who are thinking of selling their homes and downsizing to a smaller home. How can people get more information from you?
Well, we have all kinds of free information on our website, barbhasthebuyers.com. In fact, if you're not ready right now and you just want some information, there's a whole bunch of free reports. You click on the green button that says free reports, and there's lots of stuff there. Or if you'd like to get kind of just a rough thumbnail idea of what your home will sell for right now, we have a button that's get home value. A lot of people choose that and they want to just know, okay, what ballpark, what do you think it is worth? Because I really don't trust what Zillow is saying with their Zestimate or some of these online estimations. Even the tax man recently has come out and made everybody pay a lot higher taxes for property taxes in the past couple of months. And, you know, is that true? Will the market really command that much or not? I see many times that the tax valuation is way higher than what the market can command. So we'll give you clarity on that and give you a really good idea of what a buyer would pay for your home right now. Just go to barbhasthebuyers.com or call us at 719-301-3900. Richard?
You're listening to Your Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker. She is your real estate voice, and she's also the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Thinking of making a move? Call Barb, 719-301-3900, or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. A short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about how to pick the best realtor to sell your home. Plus, we'll be talking about Barb's hot new listings. You don't want to miss that.